The one hill I would die on as a dietitian is that you should not weigh yourself every day if you're trying to lose weight while maintaining your sanity. Many of my clients do weigh themselves every day. They say, I just like to know my weight every day so I know if I'm making progress. And I used to do this too, so I completely understand the feeling of checking in to make sure you're on the right track. But after becoming a dietitian and understanding better the science behind weight loss, I absolutely don't do this anymore, and I strongly advise against weighing every day, especially if you have a history of a eating disorder, disordered eating, or body dysmorphia. Here's why I stopped weighing myself every day and why I don't recommend it to my clients. Number one, daily weighing does not provide an accurate indication of if what you're doing is actually working. Let's say Patricia decides she wants to lose 30 pounds. On Sunday morning, she weighs 200 pounds. She then spends the day doing everything she thinks she's supposed to be doing and eating really clean. And Monday morning, the scale says 199. She might think, wow, I lost a pound of body fat. But body fat doesn't come off like that overnight. That 1 pound drop is much more likely to reflect a normal shift in water weight. On Tuesday morning, after following the same exact routine on Monday, the scale's back up to 200 pounds. Patricia assumes she's doing something wrong, when in reality, she's simply experiencing the day-to-day fluctuations in weight that are normal and happen to everyone. That's the problem with daily weigh-ins. They can make you feel overly confident one day and completely defeated the next, even when your actual progress hasn't changed. This is what causes many people to throw in the towel prematurely. Remember, true body fat loss happens gradually over the course of weeks, not overnight. If you want to truly know if your weight loss strategy is working, you have to give it time. Realistically, 2 to 4 weeks at least. This requires patience, but it can keep you off of that up and down roller coaster that comes with analyzing every single daily fluctuation on the scale. The second reason I stopped weighing myself every day is a little more personal, especially for those of us with disordered eating patterns, which I would argue is a lot of people. Daily weighing is really triggering and can lead to food anxiety and an unhealthy relationship with food. For example, weighing every day can cause us to connect single food choices with weight change, which is just not how it works. Your weight will only change for the long run after you consistently implement healthy habits into your life. Eating a salad one time is not going to make you drop 30 pounds, and eating a couple of donuts one day is not going to cause you to permanently gain 30 pounds either. But a lot of us are catastrophizing meals in exactly this way. When I used to weigh myself daily back in high school, I got caught in a very dangerous cycle. If I weighed myself and saw the number go up by even just 1 pound in a day, I would then definitively connect that change in my weight to whatever it was I ate the day before, and I would start associating that food with being bad. I would try to completely cut out that food, and just like I described in my last video, which I'll link here, this just kept me in a cycle of restricting foods, giving up because it was too hard, binging, feeling guilty, and then restricting again. And ironically, all of this obsession with the scale and specific foods didn't help me lose weight. But more importantly, this created a very negative relationship with food and a lot of fear and anxiety that if I ate ice cream one time a night, I was worthless and I should just give up trying being healthy because I'm basically just a fat loser who can't control herself. And I know that sounds super harsh when I say it out loud, but that's honestly the dialogue that was going on in my head, and I think a lot of people can relate to. Luckily, that wasn't the end of the story. Over time, I learned healthier patterns. As I moved away from daily weigh-ins, I stopped seeing food so much as good or bad. I realized that fat loss comes from consistency and that I didn't have to chase perfection. So, what would I do instead of weighing every every day? For most people, I actually wouldn't recommend weighing more than once a month. And if possible, I would pair that weight with a body composition test. That way, you're getting a more complete picture of what's actually changing inside the body. Is it body fat, muscle mass, water weight, or maybe a combination of all of those? Body composition testing is a tool I use all the time in my coaching, and I highly recommend it. So if you're curious to learn more, definitely comment below and I'll talk about it some more in a future video. But honestly, at the end of the day, the biggest change I made wasn't the frequency of stepping on the scale. It was changing how much credit I gave to that daily number. And if you still worry that you'll lose control if you stop weighing every day, think about this. You probably already know if you're moving in the right direction towards your health goals without stepping on the scale every day. Think about if you're exercising regularly, if you're cooking at home more, if you're eating less processed junk foods, and if you're generally working on the healthy habits you know will support your long-term health. If you're doing those things, give your body time and trust the process. The consistency of those habits matter far more than the number on the scale on any given day. A practical habit that I prioritize that has helped me stay consistent in my health is weekly meal planning. And I have an entire video on that gives you access to my system and my cheat sheet for planning meals really fast. So definitely watch this video, wherever it's gonna go. Watch this video here to learn more about that. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.